Wow, this place is great, Glenn.
Yeah, they can really microwave eggs here. You know, I'm so glad you trick-or-treated at my house. I finally found someone I can just say names from Succession with.
I mean, oh my God, Kendall?
Kendall! And Shiv?
Love Shiv.
And what about Roman?
Yes. And Logan.
Oh, Logan.
And you know what's right around the corner?
The strip club where they spit in your face?
No, the dog park. For our next date, we should bring our dogs there.
Next date? Absolutely. Oh, and Cousin Greg.
Cousin Greg.
Cousin Greg.
Episode 0385 of the TV10 podcast is it's happening, I guess.
It's noble, in fact.
Really? Okay.
Well, because we do have the noble Hefeweizen in the growler.
Yeah, that's from Bohemian Brewery, one of our fine sponsors.
Yes, somebody wants to sponsor the TV10 podcast with me, Tommy Milagro.
And me, Bill Frost, the guy who requested this Hefeweizen. It's one of the few local ones. Mm-hmm. Not every local brewery makes a good Hefeweizen.
Right.
Some do it better than others. I think this is one of the best ones. What was the name of it again?
The Noble Hefeweizen.
Okay.
So,
and you have to go to Bohemian Brewery to get it. They don't. It's not canned or bottled or anything.
Nope. And I would say get a growler or bring your growler. You can now do it again after.
Do they do the crowlers? The big cans?
I don't know, but I think we need to do some research on this.
Oh, yeah.
Because now as I'm looking at the 36 chambers of TV10 podcast.
Getting kind of scarce.
There's 2 beers left.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
I know.
Shit is getting real. So we're getting it's a shortage. It's an absolute beer shortage.
Supply chains, man. It's all the supply chains.
Oh, and let's not even talk about the Great Resignation. Because if you've been watching all the...
Yeah, but have you heard of I think they call it the Great Boomerang?
The Great Boomerang?
Where people who resigned now want their jobs back.
I have not heard that.
Yeah, that's the next wave.
It feels like something Australian where Jim Jeffries goes, you know the Great Boomerang, eh?
Yeah.
That's where every fucking thing sort of turns right the fuck around. You fucking... Yeah.
Come back for your job?
Come back for your jorb, you mean.
Off you fuck. It's my favorite line from the latest What We Do in the Shadows.
Off you fuck right there.
It's like so eloquent.
Yes.
And it gets right to the point.
Let me guess. Laszlo?
Laszlo, of course.
Of course.
That's a Laszlo classic.
All right, then. It was lovely seeing you here. Off you fuck.
Yeah.
So many wonderful things, so many TVs to watch.
Yeah, I think you got to open up the Facebook messages because I think we've had one sitting in there from Ted for a few weeks, and we've been so crazy with guests.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And epic show lengths that I think Ted had something from like at least 2 weeks ago that we didn't get to.
You mean
in the listener mailbag?
Oh, well, let's give it a little bit of oomph here. Let us open the listener bag.
It was something to do with billions, I think.
Let's see if I can pull this up here. And of course, you could always reach out to us, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Gmail, All TV10 Podcast. And here we are from our good friend Ted Hansen on the Facebook. Let's see here. Yeah, he broke... Oh, shit. He broke quite a couple here. All right. So this is the revised version. I had to laugh. I was going to write in to tell you how I've watched Bill Maher for the first time in 20 years, thinking he had come to his senses. While you two and Dr. White think the exact opposite.
Well, not quite the exact opposite. I'm about midpoint between Ted and Dr. White. Every once in a while, Bill Maher, most of the time, Bill Maher is like, okay, right on.
Yeah.
And then he'll go, he'll take another one and go, no, not that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more of, okay, Grandpa Maher has a good point. The edibles really kicked in. But the rest of the time, yeah, it's pretty much get off my fucking lawn, kids. I just want to be in the grotto again.
I could be maybe 70% in the Bill Maher camp with most of what he says.
I would say I'm 4/5 not dealing with Bill Maher. The one that really hit home was his one take about how the world is going to get fucked over in the next 4 years. Mm-hmm. That, I think, was very...
It was a nightmare scenario.
Yes, it was. And now I am drinking myself the fears away. Which, by the way, we're just performance artists, Your Honor!
Yeah. And in next point...
He continues, 9 Perfect Strangers is not just rich whitey with first world problems. Its characters are diverse and come from various walks of life. It is a powerful psychological drama, even a thriller at times. Most importantly, it is very much pro-psychedelic medicine in the pursuit of mental health and healing. And wouldn't it be nice to have a little more of that kind of messaging in our arts and entertainment? Well, yes, actually they have. It's called Primus. Now that we've got that part out of the way.
I'm going to have to jump back in on 9 Perfect Strangers then.
All right. He also goes on, A Million Little Things is back and worse than ever.
Again, he's the one who's watching this.
I think he's hate watching. And he goes, but I'm going to continue hate watching.
Yeah, there you go.
Because they got rid of dumb, stupid Chris Gear.
Yeah. From You're the Worst.
Yeah.
Apparently he was doing time on both. We've talked about this a while ago. He was doing time on both A Million Little Things and the show it completely ripped off, This Is Us.
Is he the British dude?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one with the really high, whiny voice that is so British.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that guy. Okay. Speaking of which, he shows up at the end of Hacks and completely ruins, by his sheer presence alone, what would have been a solid examination of comedy between the old, the young. Why in the living hell do people keep casting this douche? By the way, I have nothing against Aya Cash and, like you, totally dig her in The Boys. Yep, I think we're both in that camp there.
I'd totally forgotten about his appearance on Hacks.
Yeah, I've yet to see that. That is locked and loaded on my HBO Max.
Yeah, you'll barely notice it.
Really?
Well, if you're not on the hate train like Ted is, you won't even barely notice him.
Yeah, but I seem to have my British radar finally locked in with that stuff.
Okay.
Finally, Billions. I was about to complain about Damian Lewis's character being quarantined. Like, come on! Couldn't production get him in the same room as the rest of the cast? But then I found out why they had to shoot him separately and felt like the world's biggest jerk. Bill, if you could elaborate.
Damian Lewis's wife died.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Which mostly led to him quitting the show.
Okay.
So there will be another season of Billions. It'll just be without Damian Lewis. So it's going to be Paul Giamatti is going to have to act really hard against somebody else. I'm guessing that's going to be new addition Corey Stoll.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that Corey Stoll.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
From The Strain.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we get an act off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think Corey Stoll can do it.
I feel like one should emerge champion. Like, this is like the acting version of Highlander.
Oh, God, they're acting so hard. And
there can be only one.
Yeah, so the two shows on TV right now about ridiculously rich people doing ridiculously terrible things to each other and being very few redeeming characters on all the show. There's Billions, and then there's Succession, which is its season 3 premiere is happening right as we're live on air on the HBO.
In short, it's white people problems.
Yeah.
White people nonsense.
I'm shocked at the amount of hype Succession is getting this time around, because the first 2 seasons, it was just kind of flew kind of under the radar. The critics loved it, and a lot of people, buzzed about it. But this season, it is being hyped to the ends of the earth.
Probably because we didn't have much time to hype it last year because,
Well, yeah, it's also been off for exactly 2 years.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Okay.
It's been exactly 2 years since we've had a new episode, which is some Game of Thrones shit.
Normally, I feel bad that I didn't pay attention to this, but at the same time, I have a good excuse.
Okay.
So, and that is COVID.
Oh, all right.
It is still a fucking thing. So
I've heard, yeah.
Yeah. It's all time soup, or time is a flat circle.
Yeah, meanwhile, everything's catching up here. A whole lot of new shit happening this week. Here's one.
Let's hear it.
On ABC on Tuesday, the 12th.
Okay.
New series, Queens.
Oh.
It's about a 90s all-female hip-hop group getting back together. They're in their 40s now. It features people like Eve, Brandy, Nadine Velasquez, and a few other people. And you might remember a show from Peacock, Flock to the Cock,
yes,
called Girls Five Eva. Had the kind of the same premise, but they were mostly white.
Yeah.
And it was about a 90s girl group getting back together, but that was more of a comedy. This is more of a drama.
Well, dramedy only because because Eve and Brandy, they have brought the comedy before in the days of the WB.
Oh yeah.
Let's not forget Moesha.
Uh-huh.
The other two, I don't know.
Don't forget Nadine Velasquez from My Name is Earl.
Thank you. That's why I was struggling on that one. I was like, I know this woman. Where?
She's been in other stuff, but most people remember her from My Name is Earl.
Mm-hmm. My Name is Earl.
Yeah. And that's on Tuesday on ABC. That really seems like something that's going to end up on streaming. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think it's going to do well on ABC proper. They'll probably just kick it to Hulu and let it do its thing there.
Is that what Hulu is?
That's what I'm predicting, yeah.
No, I mean...
Hulu is the repository for things that don't fly on network TV.
Like ABC?
Yeah.
So everything. Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, pretty much. Wednesday on HBO. You might file this under too soon.
Oh?
4 Hours at the Capitol on HBO. Documentary.
Yeah.
It's about the January 6th, what do you call it? Incident?
Let's see. What are the words? It was a jamboree. It was a get-together. It was
a beautiful thing.
A very beautiful thing.
We love you all.
It's Woodstock 99. Wait, too close.
It was Woodstock 21, more like, yeah.
Yeah.
And so there's that on HBO on Wednesday. On Thursday, The Blacklist is back for season fucking 9.
Okay. Season finally or season 9?
Season 9. There's no end in sight for this, even though they killed off Megan Boone's character.
Okay.
Elizabeth. Yeah, she dead.
All right. And I should feel bad about this, but
you don't watch the show.
No. I don't think I'm going to be able to at this point.
Yeah, so it will continue without her.
All right.
And then there's this little indie flick on Friday dropping called Dune.
Well, is this really a TV thing to talk about?
Well, it's going to be on the TV. It's going to be on the HBO Max.
Is this Frost Movie Corner here at this point?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Even though I've had the opportunity, I'm preferring to wait because I got a bunch of other shit to get to.
Okay.
I could have seen this ahead of time, but I passed.
Is it just because the joy that was David Lynch's film is
fresh? Me and my buddies snuck a case of beer into the theater. And we were so excited for Dune.
Right.
And we were just drunk and confused. Drunk and confused teenagers wondering, what the fuck is happening?
Right.
Yeah.
Especially when the one guild member comes in, you're like, the fuck is this sperm on steroids doing here?
Yeah, so I only watched it in 1984 and never revisited it.
See, I've been the opposite. I remember my dad taking me to see that movie.
Really? Okay.
Did
he bring you in with a case of beer?
No, it would have made things a lot more easier to handle.
Oh.
But I would say because it was around the time of like all the big sci-fi films, like your Indiana Jones, your Star Wars.
84 was a big year.
Yeah, well, and also it was a big year for PG-13 films, and that was one of the films that were classified PG-13.
Yep.
I'm still left going, okay, the fuck? What's going on? Dad, can you explain it? No, son, I can't.
Nope.
And that was the last we ever spoke of it.
Yeah. Here's a good one. This is an animated series dropping Friday, the 22nd, on Netflix called Inside Job. Okay. It's created by some of the people behind Gravity Falls. It's an animated series about a secretive but dysfunctional governmental group who's behind the world's major conspiracies.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
They run all the things that they say are conspiracies. They're for real. Voices in here include Lizzie Kaplan, Andy Daly, Christian Slater.
What?
Bobby Lee, Joe DiMaggio, and Brett Goldman and a few others.
I'm just wrapping my head around Lizzie Kaplan.
Yeah, she's like the main character, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, it's basically she's in charge of this conspiracy group, and they're apparently a bunch of fuck-ups.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
Wait, but haven't we had a show like that called Scorpio?
Scorpion.
Scorpion, excuse me.
Scorpion. Yeah,
Thank
that's gone though.
Okay.
Yeah. You have one scene of a guy huffing out of a big can, chemtrails.
All right.
Yeah. And also the second season of Lock and Key on Friday on Netflix.
Oh, geez.
And another alien invasion series called, what else? Invasion. This is on Apple TV Plus.
Excuse me. Demi Lovato says, let us call them extraterrestrials from now on. Thank you. Oh, fuck.
Anyway, they're aliens.
Yeah.
And it's a kind of a worldwide thing. It's got a, War of the Worlds
Again?
kind of thing to it, but it's sort of like more global. It's like it's filmed all around the world.
Okay.
It's a very expensive series.
What's it called again?
Called Invasion.
Okay.
Invasion and Foundation are the two sci-fi shows on Apple TV Plus right now.
And my first question is, how much are Roland Emmerich bankrolling these films? Because it feels like it's their bag.
Now, this is from some screenwriters who worked on the X-Men series.
Oh, okay. The True Heroes.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
And Saturday Night Live.
Oh.
Last night we had Rami Malek.
Oh, yeah. From No Time to Die.
Resting villain face. Daniel Craig showed up a couple times, too.
And was he very British about it, too?
Oh, yes. Yes, he was, yeah.
You tried to kill me, Rami. What is the
Yeah,
fucking problem?
the season premiere with Owen Wilson was a historically low-rated
How
season
low?
premiere. Very low.
Wow.
Low to the point that even our numbers rivaled it.
So we have a chance.
Yeah, but it bumped back up when Kim Kardashian hosted. And, I talked a lot of shit about Kim Kardashian hosting, and she did okay.
Okay.
Mostly because I read she was coached by Dave Chappelle and Amy Schumer.
Really?
Yeah.
That happened.
She had some comedy coaching from two of the best. So there you go.
Okay. And, of course, there's some wonk out there going, well, they sold out. Well, dude, have you seen the money she rakes in?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, we would sell out in a fucking heartbeat.
Right. Anyway, the host this weekend is Jason Sudeikis.
Oh.
Ted Lasso, of
Team
course.
Sudeikis it is.
Yeah. Right. And musical guest is Utah favorite Brandi Carlile.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
She's a Utah.
They love Brandi Carlile in Utah.
Let me guess, Utah County?
No.
Really?
Just Utah in general. Huh. See, it used to be she would come to like the smaller places like the State Room, sell out shows there.
Yeah.
And then she's headlining like, the enormous domes and your Deer Valleys and all that shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's big time now.
Okay, so for the wine tasting crowd.
Yeah, for the wine and cheese crowd.
Okay, got it.
And of course we have on Sunday
Oh, is this a big one?
We need this more than ever now.
What is it?
Season 11 of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Dun, 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 dun. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
He taking on all the little annoying things. If you've seen the trailer for the new season, there's a whole thing where they're around the dinner table and they're doing the toast thing, like eyes. He's like, what? Why eyes?
What's the problem with the ice, huh? What's wrong with that?
I love you. I'm here. We're present. And it's like that. John Hamm is back this season as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, apparently they were trying to make a series or a movie based on Larry David, and John Hamm was going to play Larry David.
Oh.
And no, it's like, they love the actor. They love me, the acting. This is the character they found, what was the word? Repugnant. So we can't do anything based on you. Meanwhile, this is season 11.
Oh,
this debuted 20 years ago.
Really?
2001.
It's been that long? Yeah. God damn. How many seasons now?
This is starting number 11.
Okay, so they've had breaks in between.
Oh, long breaks, yeah.
Okay.
And there are 100 episodes of Curb Your Enthusiasm out there.
So quality, not quantity, is
just 10 episodes a season, in and out.
So
boom.
Are you saying this is going to be our future for our podcast? Is that the goal we need to take here?
Do 10 episodes and take a year off and come back?
Well, yes, mostly to drink.
When the network offers us millions of dollars to come back?
Well, I'm not saying, I'm just suggesting Joe Rogan's going to have an accident with that ivermectin, and then
eventually, yeah,
we slide in.
Yeah. Yeah, have I mentioned here before that last year Spreaker, our audio host.
Oh,
this is apropos of nothing.
Okay.
This just reminded me of that.
What's that?
Last year, our audio host of choice, Spreaker, was silently purchased by iHeartMedia.
Oh, really?
Which is the radio media giant conglomerate that feeds the coffers of such ass clowns as Sean Hannity and all of the right wing talkers.
Ew.
They're all they're all kind of part of that whole thing. So I'm just saying we might be moving audio hosts at some point.
I don't have a problem with this.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this.
I don't feel good with our fine sponsors funneling money to iHeartMedia.
Well, thank God we've got things lined up with AT&T because they are outstanding. Wait, hold up.
This just in.
What is it? What we got? Breaking news here.
AT&T is no good either.
And why is it? What's so bad about? Oh,
yeah.
Them.
Yeah. So we're working on something. Also on Sunday is the season 5 final season premiere of Insecure. Issa Rae's show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I am totally cool with this.
Yeah.
So.
And that's it for the new stuff this week. I would recommend if you haven't yet, check out Acapulco on Apple TV Plus.
I've been seeing a lot of ads for that.
They've been hammering those fucking ads everywhere. It's like they are relentless, but it's worth it. It's a very funny series.
See, I watched a little bit of it, and for a minute I thought on my Roku, I was like, why the fuck am I getting targeted for Univision and Telemundo ads? I mean, it's again, to quote the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it's out of line, but I understand why.
It's only partially in Spanish.
Yeah, and
it's subtitled. You're fine.
Yeah, and that was the part where I just went, oh, wait, they are speaking Spanish. They're just very heavily accented.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the accents. But why are they plugging this so fucking hard?
I don't know, but it's worth it.
Is any of our Latino comrades in arms involved? I don't think Lalo's involved. Lalo Alcaraz?
No.
What about your man, Subcomandante Gustavo Arellano?
No, I don't think either one of them are involved in this.
So what Wilcoso is involved
I
in this
don't know.
point?
It's just a very funny, kind of sweet series.
Wait, I can enjoy this? And white people can enjoy this too?
Yes, they can.
Just like Reservation Dogs?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you just finished up Reservation Dogs, right?
I did, finally.
FX on Hulu.
Which
is confusing because it's never going to be on FX. Well, it might be.
And
someday.
it should be, even though, it's Taika Waititi is involved in this, and it is so beautiful.
Shit ass.
There's some strong medicine here, there. Well, and the thing that really killed me was Wes Studi coming into this, and of course there's the Vision coming in there. Oh, hey there, I'm your nephew, cousin, grandfather, grandson, spirit, vision. Oh yeah, I didn't get the chance to kill Custer, but my horse dropped into a gopher hole and damn thing just laid over me and crushed me. And every once in a while I just wander out and my nipples are hard.
Reservation Dogs has been given a second season on
Yes.
Hulu.
That is good.
You know what's not going to get its second season on Hulu?
Why The Last Man?
The news just came out today.
Okay, and even though the season's probably not already done.
I think the season finale is this week.
Okay, so why are they saying no to... Well, first of all...
Have you watched it? It sucks.
It really is that bad,
It's not great, no.
So never mind asking why not. Why?
I don't know what the viewership has been like. I've stuck with it just because I want to see where it's going, if anywhere, and I'm bored to fucking death every week.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
I'm more like snooze watching it.
Oh, okay. Is that our...
Snooze watch. Yeah.
Let
could
me
be.
title that here. Snooze watch it is.
Yeah. Not impressed with Why the Last Man, and I can understand not giving it another season.
And that's a shame because the comic book it's based on was highly raved about and critically reviewed, and they said it was great. Is it just a case of the medium didn't translate so well?
Maybe. The guy playing Yurik, he ain't great.
That could be the problem.
They could have gotten a better Yurik.
Oh, or they could have gotten Chris. Chris, what was his name? Chris Gear?
Chris Gear.
Chris Gear.
Chris Gear is the last man. He wouldn't last a minute.
But at the same time, comedy gold.
Yeah.
Why am I the last one here?
Or John Oliver.
Ooh, that would be better,
Yeah.
I would think.
John Oliver, the last man.
And it's only because I decided to say something about AT&T. It's kind of like your hot stepdaughter, but really you shouldn't fuck around with it.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
And another show that has recently premiered that I've tried to get into it. Not impressed so far.
Which is?
That is the new CSI Vegas.
Oh.
Tried.
Can't do it?
Just fuck. Who cares?
Yeah.
Just who fucking cares?
Even with
Grisham.
Grisham.
He's just taking up space. He's phoning it in.
Okay.
He's already buying a yacht.
That's okay. So no Who song could really give you any two shits about it.
Yeah, it's the same old Who. It's still Who Are You?
Oh,
Yeah.
That's the problem. Not enough new Who songs. Why is right?
Yeah, you're not going to get a lot of new Who songs. At least nothing you want to hear.
No, and the less said, the better. At
Yeah,
this point.
yeah.
There was a show I finally finished up watching, Bird Girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was some great writing, and Nagin Farsad.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yep.
No, wait, you got it wrong. It's boop. You're never gonna get it right.
Bird Girl. I guess you watched that on HBO Max, right?
Mm-hmm. And I had to say, Paget Brewster, just trying to struggle as Bird Girl, and also saying Bird Girl was very wonderful.
Yeah. And another one I checked out this week, the new Chucky series.
Okay.
Interesting. It's on Sci-Fi and USA. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give it a few more episodes.
Is it just kind of a one-off thing for October, or is it?
It's gonna be like 10 episodes, and who knows? Maybe they'll bring it back every Halloween.
Okay.
And another Halloween themed thing, also on Sci-Fi. They did a remake of Slumber Party Massacre on Sci-Fi.
Yes.
Not bad.
Really?
It ends very abruptly. It seems like, all of a sudden the credits start rolling and go, wait a minute. It seems like we probably could have gone a little further with this.
You mean they pulled a Sopranos ending?
Not that abruptly, but it just seemed like, oh, we're here at the end now. But it has a little nice homage. It has a little nice homage to Slumber Party Massacre 2, my personal favorite of the original series. If you know Slumber Party Massacre 2, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, you won't give a fuck.
But how can the people watch the original Slumber Party?
They're on like Tubi and Prime Video and various other places.
You mean the places that you reviewed in Slug Magazine for your content shifter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of stuff on Tubi. If you want a lot of free Halloween horror movies, Tubi's got a fuck ton of them.
Oh, and it feels so wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
If anybody ever complains about the commercials, I would say, you need to fucking move.
It's free.
Move around, fatty. Just get it out of your system.
Yeah,
Get some circulation going.
Yeah. You know what time it is?
I do, and please hit the music.
It's sports. Tommy Milagro. Go, team.
From the sports desk of the TV10 podcast, we deliver to you only the sport of professional wrestling. Unfortunately, we have to report sad news at this moment here.
Tragedy.
This came through the Mojo Wire, and I found this out through the Instagram. It was revealed that one of their members, his name is Brian DeBoard, who wrestled as the Yeti, had passed away. I had found out through various sources that he, along with some other people at Cauliflower Alley Club, had contracted COVID, and he was laid up in the hospital. And
hey, you were there.
Yeah, and
Tommy Vegas was in the house.
Yes, and that serves to bring up two things. Number one, our thoughts and prayers are with the DeBoard family. And secondly, just fucking vax up. It's not that fucking difficult. End rant. Now, on to something entirely different here. The NWA, that I cover for Slam Wrestling, but thankfully I've got an MBA.
Okay.
I know, I had to twist your arm to make you drink there. Mm-hmm. They will be holding their, I guess you would say, a pay-per-view event called By Any Means Necessary, and it will be held on the Fight app. So what's going to happen is the event is scheduled for October 24th, but then it will replay on the 27th of October on the Fight app. No word on how much it is, but just assume that you need to subscribe to the Fight app, which, by the way, you could check out the NWA Power episodes for only $4.99.
Not a sponsor.
Drink up, everybody. And we're in the works right now, myself at Slam Wrestling, to get a word with one of the combatants, Crimson, who will be facing his former tag team partner, Jax Dane, that's Jax with an X, by the way, in a steel cage match. And that, they don't happen very often in the NWA, even though they happen, in some other places, a little once too often. WWE, excuse me, I had something caught in my throat here. Yeah. Hopefully not the COVID. But we'll try to get some more interviews going with that as it comes around. Oh, I'm even trying to get an interview with Jamie Senegal for Slam Wrestling. She, yes, those are the right pronouns, is an open, active trans wrestler out in the wrestling independent scene. She has been in matches on Impact Wrestling and at the inaugural NWA Empower pay-per-view. So definitely somebody to watch. She is somebody on the rise. And again, those are the pronouns right there. Please study up here. And finally this. So AEW and WWE. First of all, we've talked about this before, /ranted with the Barn Dog. AEW is awesome. Can we all agree on that?
Yeah.
And WWE is there? Is that a safe assessment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any reason why there was a Saturday night episode of Rampage?
See, that's what I've been trying to find out. But here's what I do know at this point. AEW has had their Rampage shows going on Friday nights. The same time WWE has their SmackDown shows. And lately it's been sort of a tit for tat. WWE trying to program a half-hour extra part of their 2-hour episode to coincide with AEW. AEW trying to do, like on their YouTube channel, a buy-in episode to get more people enticed in their wrestlers. That's kind of where the thinking is. As for the Saturday show, I saw that and I just went, the fuck? This ain't that sports ball. This is something different. But I think if I had to guess, it's the same reasoning right there. They are really trying that hard to really cut into WWE's viewership. Okay. So that's the big reason right there. Speaking of things they're wanting you to get their eyeballs on or not, depending on who you're talking to, WWE is doing their Crown Jewel pay-per-view because, Saudi Monday. And one of their wrestlers, Mustafa Ali, went on Twitter and he wrote, quote, "Just a reminder, this match is also taking place at WWE Crown Jewel despite not being promoted at all at the end of SmackDown on FS1. So it's between him and Mansoor, and it's one of their big events right there. But yeah, you would think, if you want to get a presence where you want to draw in a huge viewership, especially, the Middle Eastern market. Couldn't you, I don't know, maybe plug that a little bit harder? But the opinion of the sports desk is white people nonsense. Excuse me. I've just been given a new bulletin here. We are now calling it McMahon people nonsense. Okay. And
got it.
And finally, this will end with DC fandom. So you probably heard the DC universe really.
Doom Patrol Season 4.
Yes.
Also Titans.
Yes. But here's the other two big things that came out there. They are going to release a couple of great shows. The first one being Black Adam with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
So we're still in sports.
Yeah, it's still sports.
All right.
And finally, coming in January 22, Peacemaker on HBO Max. And the teaser trailer that they had is awesome, especially with John Cena in the titular Peacemaker. He is having some fun in his Peacemaker role and trying to make peace with himself, his work as a hitman, and his father, played by, wait for it, Robert Patrick.
Okay.
It is definitely worth watching, and this is James Gunn uncensored at this point. He is unshackled from the mouse house, folks. This is watch harder.
So Robert Patrick is making kind of a current career playing grizzled dads.
Well, grizzled, emotionally damaging dads.
Yeah, so he did the same thing on Goliath.
Yep.
Season 4.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
I think he found his niche.
Yeah.
Or he never left his niche. Either way,
yeah.
When the Terminator T-1000 just molds up into something that is probably going to haunt you from your childhood, just know that it's because it's sports.
And sports, so Tommy Milagro, go team.
You should even see Robert Patrick's hair in the trailer. It is like Crazy Man spiked up.
Okay.
And it's worth watching.
So like his younger brother, Richard.
Yes, exactly.
You know who that is?
I know this, goddammit.
Filter.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
He is the man behind the band Filter.
Wow.
Hey, man, nice shot.
That's
him.
Right. That's right. Okay, now it's coming back to me. Holy shit.
Yep.
Okay. This explains everything.
Or nothing.
No, it definitely explains quite a bit.
Okay.
Just because the Patrick brothers got it.
And if you follow Richard Patrick on Instagram.
Oh, is it a gem?
Oh, it's a gem. He is such a flaming liberal.
Oh, so
he's such a flaming anti-Trump liberal.
And then there's his brother, who's the exact polar opposite.
Is he? Do we know his politics?
From what I've heard, he is exactly the opposite.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, I don't know if opposite's the right word, but I know he was conservative, but how much he is GQP at this point remains to be seen.
Right, okay.
But either way, so much answered now. So much.
All right, what do you want to tell the people to watch harder in the coming week here?
Oh, the spirits are calling to me, hey? And they're giving me strong medicine to let you know that you got to be watching the Reservation Dogs, eh? And just so you know, get that copper going, because that's healing, and you can check it out on the magic of the smartphones.
Yeah.
So that's a big one. I'm also going to say, that reminds me, I forgot to bring this up in sports. Heels is definitely something you should watch harder.
Now I can watch it all at once.
Yes, you have.
I haven't started yet, but now I can.
Yes, and I think you're definitely going to be pleasantly surprised by it, especially Rick Rabies. So,
okay.
Just all I'll say is possum drone.
All right.
Yeah, it's just fun to say that.
Also, this week is the season finale of Only Murders in the Building on Hulu.
Okay, that's locked and loaded as well.
Steve Martin, Martin Short, Selena Gomez. Mm-hmm. And also, once again, check out Acapulco on Apple TV+.
Oh, what about The Problem with Jon Stewart?
The problem with Jon Stewart?
Yeah.
Yeah, the second episode, he's doing like every other week. He's got a very lax schedule, so he's only has 2 episodes. I saw the first one. The first one is really good.
Okay.
And I got to get to the next episode.
Okay, so it's okay. You can watch it.
It's a very relaxed pace with Jon Stewart.
Well, he's had a lot of time to really.
It's basically
relax.
the last 2 weeks with Jon Stewart. Yeah.
The last 2 weeks with Jon Stewart.
Yeah, the thing is, it's not a hot takes on the topics of the week. It is, here's something really terrible. It's sort of what John Oliver does. You know, here's one terrible, instead of several small terrible things, here's one big terrible thing that we should discuss.
And can we get everybody to, maybe just talk like Jon Stewart and try to solve this? And if you can figure out how to do it, join me in camera 3.
Yeah. Yes. Right. And also, check out that Slumber Party Massacre on Sci-Fi. Okay. It's pretty funny.
All right.
It's pretty gory, pretty funny.
That's the way you should do it for.
Yeah. And also the current season of Doom Patrol.
Yes.
It just keeps getting weirder and better with each episode. And also this week we have the season finale of Titans.
Oh, yes, the Titans.
Yeah.
And, speaking of DC just going off the rails, that's another one. I don't know what they're going to do or how they're going to end this season 3, but I'm fucking all in.
Oh, yeah.
I am totally all in for this crazy bullshit. Or to quote Robot Man,
what the fuck is this fucking shit? I have no fucking idea what's happening here.
Yeah, and there's a couple shows I gave up on. I tried the new La Brea on NBC.
Is that a Watch Softer? Or...
Yeah, I've bailed on that one.
Is it Watch Softer or fuck that shit?
It's just Watch Softer.
Okay.
It's not worth the time. I also bailed on, I mentioned earlier, CSI Vegas. Just... no need for it.
Again, Watch Softer or fuck that shit?
More like fuck that shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just gotta classify this for our fans here. Watch Softer, FTS.
Yeah. And, we're winding down on Supergirl, too.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen that yet. And I know I need to because we are Team Supergirl.
Yeah.
Or Team Benoist.
Sure.
Benoist? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as we know.
Yeah. Well, it is my niece's favorite show because it is her.
Okay.
My niece is Kara Zor-El.
All right.
So we're just waiting for Barry Allen to come.
Does she listen to this?
God, I hope not. God, I really hope not. Oh, by the way, future Kara Zor-El, if you're listening to this, why are you doing this? What are your parents allowing you to do? Go back to your room. Turn this off.
Yeah, this is uncalled for. You should not be listening to this.
Absolutely not. But please turn your friends onto this.
Yeah. So we want to thank Bohemian Brewery for the Hefeweizen, the Noble.
The Noble Hefeweizen?
Yeah, you can only get it on premises. Get a growler.
Yeah.
Maybe a crowler. I don't know if they can it. Get them in the big cans.
Either way, it's on tap. That's the only way to enjoy it.
It's on tap. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Just go stick your mouth under the tap. They're fine with it.
Is this what their money is paying for now?
They're fine with it.
Oh yeah, that's all we need in the news. A podcast had recommended sticking your mouths under the tap. Local sources say it was just to get the nourishment right from the tap.
You know, it is coming up on Sweeps Month. That's something we could get on the news for.
Instead of killing me...
Maybe instead of killing Tommy Milagro, as we do every year, maybe we get on the news for something else.
Oh, how about hijacking City Weekly's Best Of? We can do that.
No one's going to notice that.
That's a good point. Yeah. They'd actually have to care. Oh, sorry. Too soon?
Not for me.
But okay, so we'll have that in the plans here. The Sweeps Week is coming up very shortly.
Sweeps Month.
Oh, geez, yeah.
So reach out to us any way you give a fuck to do so. TV10 Podcast at Twitter, Gmail, Facebook. Rate us on the things.
And of course, you should.
I'm curious.
Yes.
I ask this every so often. I ask, like, what is your listening platform of choice?
Nobody has responded to us of that.
Not for a while, no. So I want to know because, should we move to a different audio host, maybe some audio hosts don't serve all the same platforms that, the current one does.
Or maybe we should go on to a radio host that, is not very Q friendly or, douchey or...
I still don't recall us ever getting a heads up about that change of ownership.
Yeah. I don't recall... Well...
I only noticed the iHeart logo starting to show up on the page.
I think I know why, just because usually that's the responsibility of our producer.
Oh, yeah, and we don't have one.
Our producer, Lachai Girl, a.k.a. Chola Furiosa, is now... I think it's on the news right now. Crazed Latina woman now on the Fury Road in Lehigh. So that's what she's doing these days.
Sounds right.
Yep. That's branding right there. But you know what else is branding? The fact that our show is sponsored by not just Bohemian Brewery, but it's also sponsored by Sugar House Distillery, Outlaw Distillery, Ogden's Own Distillery, the fine purveyors of Five Wives, Five Husbands, Madame Patarini Gin, the Porter's Fire, Porter's Peanut Butter Whiskey. By the way, is there a bottle left, or is that gone?
There's a little bit left, yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. Then there's the Underground. Oh, and don't forget the cans. There's the Moscow Mule. There's the vodka soda. There's something else we need to get sampling into our tummies. But, of course, if you need to pair it up with some really spectacular glassware, then please pop down to downtown Salt Lake and say hi to Ivy at Booze Teak, our other fine sponsor. Either way, though, please, just backs up. You have no excuse anymore. That's it.
Yeah.
Just be done with it.
So, good night, America, and now go watch Succession like you've been told to do.
And jiggle that handle because, oh, hey, more white people nonsense.
Off you fuck.
Chris?
Stewie, get off. I haven't been stealing your candy. Dad has.
The fat man?
He did the same thing to me when I was younger. The only way to keep him away from it is to hide it. And that's why I'm here. I'm gonna help you.
Really? You'd do that for me?
Of course, Stewie. We're family. We look out for each other, like the people on Succession.
Well, don't leave me hanging like that. Throw out a name.
Tom.
Oh, Tom. Can you believe Tom?